PC, we have got hold of, just grab the box, we finally got hold of a 3060 Ti Gigabyte edition. If you go on the channel very soon, there'll be an unboxing video that we've just shot, but right now me and Jack are going to do a live benchmarking just to see how this thing sort of stacks up. Should we get started?
Yeah.
I'll show you to begin with the benchmarking setup that we're using. Oh, a lot of cables. Hang on. Where are we?
There is a lot of cables
behind there. A lot of cables behind there.
A lot.
So we have obviously the graphics card is in there, which is like I said, the 3060 Ti, the Gigabyte edition of that. We've got a 5900X CPU, so obviously AMD CPU. What is that, 32
gig of 3200 megahertz DDR4 RAM. G-Skill Trident ZRGB.
Yeah, and then obviously a fractal design AIO on a Aorus X570 Master motherboard. It's a pretty nice setup, to be honest.
Definitely.
We're gonna play Control, Valhalla, Red Dead Redemption 2, Flight Sim, Watchdogs Legion, Cold War, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We've got like Legion in there and we've got Cold War in there because we want to see kind of what the ray tracing's all about. As we've seen on other videos and in all the marketing for the 3060 Ti, they're obviously pushing the ray tracing. It seems like a pretty good ray tracing card. And then Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because we love it. Flight Sim's in there just to see how it sort of holds up with a pretty decent CPU, see if there's any bottleneck in there. It's something that we keep on seeing with Flight Sim. Mainly in like, is it the 1080p stuff seems to bottleneck quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, should we get started with Control?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's get Steam open. Where's it gone?
Oh.
Maybe we won't get started with Control.
I'm just playing it today.
Yeah, what's happened there? Is it because we swapped the...
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, we swapped the graphics,
swap the
SSDs, didn't we?
Didn't we?
Alright, let's get started with Valhalla then.
Yeah, it's just... you haven't played Control much, have you?
No.
So... You didn't do that really to get out of playing it, did you?
Yeah, I'm terrible at Control. Let me delete that off of there. So yeah, we'll get started with Valhalla. We'll have a look at some of the different options that are available across the game, sort of see how the graphics card holds up. It does take a while for Valhalla to load, you know.
Yeah.
It's something that I've definitely noticed with this game. You've been playing it a bit recently as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's pretty good, to be fair. It reminds me a lot of the one before it, Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Odyssey, yeah. It's the same kind of layout and stuff, which I liked Odyssey. I didn't.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, I think I stopped kind of playing around Brotherhood because it was all kind of the same.
Yeah.
But they made Odyssey really well, nice open world and stuff.
Yeah.
Valhalla seems the same, but snowy.
I think that with Valhalla, the sort of acting, like the voice acting and stuff like that, I think is better than Odyssey. They seem to have sort of tried to develop the storytelling part of Valhalla in contrast to Odyssey. Sour Beast, hey, thank you for joining us, mate. Good to see you. We're just about to get started on Valhalla. Yeah, see how the 3060 Ti holds up. While this is just loading up, it's probably well worth telling you about our brand new benchmarking channel, WePC Benchmarks. We will add a link in the description at the end of the stream, but if you go over to WePC Benchmarks, it's going to be our dedicated benchmarking channel, and we will eventually move all of these live streams and all of our benchmarking videos over to WePC Benchmarks, so please subscribe to WePC Benchmarks. You'll be able to find us on YouTube. Not a lot of videos on there just yet, but in the coming weeks we'll have a lot more videos on there as well.
Gonna pump videos out for that.
Yeah, we've got a lot coming.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's a lot of releases recently, isn't there? So we've got the 3060 that we've got right now. Tomorrow we're going to be getting the 6800. So we'll do another live stream of the 6800 tomorrow. And we've also just received, well, a couple of weeks ago, was the 6800 XT. A lot of stuff going on at the moment, so there's a lot of stuff to benchmark, which is good for us. And of course, Next week, the big one was Cyberpunk. We'll be doing a massive Cyberpunk live stream, testing it against like every graphics card that we have. So please join us for that one.
Just make sure Valhalla's in 1080p or whatever you want it in to start off with, because I know some settings are skew with the Afterburner, because it's massive at the side of the screen. So.
Oh right, yeah, that's fine.
What one thing isn't matching the other.
Yeah.
It might be. I think Afterburner's in 1440p and.
Should we start in 1080?
Yeah.
So let's put our. So
yeah, it is in 1440p. No more going
on. Back to Valhalla. What's going on here?
What's going on here? It doesn't like Alt Tab while loading. It just won't load.
That's weird. Loads. Where were we last?
I think I just got on the long ship.
Oh, okay.
The first mission. Ish. Yeah, I played the first 30 seconds. A lot.
Yeah, the thing is, like, how we've been doing benchmarking is, like, you play the game for, like, 30 minutes or something, and then you just repeat this one 30-second section so that you can make it, like, you know, across all the different cards, it's fair, or whatever. Where are we? Oh, my men are all here. So let's get that on. So, yeah, we are in 1080 right now. Restart that. Okay. Headshot.
Good shot.
Headshot. Oh, I missed him.
Well, it's doing pretty well so far. It's all in ultra settings. So,
yeah.
We just got the latest drivers for it today that came out, obviously, because it released yesterday.
I've forgotten how you hit people. Oh, there we go.
There you go. There you go.
Axe to the head. Get dead, you. Where's me? Don't hit my man. How do you do like a arrow to the face? I mean, in terms of like, generally like when you're doing a fight scene or you know, car chase or something where there's a lot going on, you do see a little bit of a drop, don't you? So this is about 71 frames a second at the moment. Probably a good time to look at options. I'll knock that off screen for a second. So in terms of graphics, we're basically on ultra on everything.
Yeah, it's pretty much as far as it can go, unless you change something and forgotten about it for whatever reason. I think it's on high everything.
Yeah, everything's basically on high. I mean, I think that's pretty. I think that's decent, you know.
It's definitely playable. It's a game that came out 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it's definitely
about 80 frames a second. Well, it was about 70 something, wasn't it? 70, 80 frames a second average. That's absolutely banging for a $400 card.
Yeah, definitely. Go on. Okay, not bad.
Get one in the knee. There you go. Fall over. Did I get him? No.
No, you missed that guy.
Come on.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna die.
You're almost dead.
I'm gonna go kill this guy. See ya. Still about 73. We've seen some 80s up there, haven't we, in terms of frame rate?
Yeah, definitely.
Should we have a mess about with some settings?
Yeah, go for it.
You see, the problem is with like Valhalla and a lot of games as well is when you start changing the settings, you have to like turn the game on and off.
Yeah.
WQ is asking, are you all seeing it? No, we're not. This is straight out of the box. So yeah, basically everything is exactly as you get it out of the box. We've not overclocked anything. So let's try and change some of these. So world details. What I like about Valhalla as well, and you get this on quite a lot of games recently, is as you sort of like move through the settings, you can kind of see the effect that it's having to a certain point. If we bung that on low, put clutter onto low, Let's just bung everything
turn
on low.
everything to low and see
as
what
low as it goes, yeah.
See what an impact it makes.
Anti-aliasing, let's put that on low.
And just hope we don't have to restart it.
Oh, we're definitely going to have to restart it. Motion blur off. Apply. Yeah, restart the game.
Yeah,
so essentially, that was 78, wasn't it, in terms of FPS in ultra settings.
1080, yeah.
So let me just put that in there. Hello, oh, clicking the wrong thing. 1080p, 78 FPS. Let me just put ultra settings here. So we just updated the text on screen there. So in ultra settings, 1080p, it's about 78 frames a second on Valhalla. The thing is though, like with a card that only cost about $400, can't expect it to have, you know, like 120 frames a second or 200 frames a second or something.
It's not going to be pushing 4K 60, is it? But
no.
It's definitely good for, well, so far it's good for the money. It's 400 quid. It's, you know, it performs like a 1080 Super or something stupid like that. And that was, I bought mine for like 750 quid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You
could essentially put this into like a $300 or $400 machine and have like a pretty decent PC for $700-800.
Yeah.
I think that's like really, really good.
It's definitely good value for money, 100%.
What are you talking about? There we go. Continue.
We put everything in low, aren't you?
Yeah, everything's on low settings now. So we've gone from ultra, and that was 78 frames a second and 1080p. Everything's in low now. Just want to see what the difference is, what the step change is between both of them. Takes a minute for it to. So yeah, I guess the frustrating thing is you have to restart the game for some settings when you push them back.
Especially in games like Red Dead when you take a long time to load, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
So, yeah, so everything's in low now, and there we go. I mean, 102 FPS right now. Let's see what the fight scene sort of gives us. Headshot. Headshot.
You can just tell the advances we've had in quality and graphics and stuff.
But even like, it still looks good to me. Like it's, you know, in low settings, it's still great, isn't it?
It still looks pretty good.
The world looks fantastic. I mean, I'd say that some of the textures maybe look a little bit doughy, if you know what I mean. I'm killing my own guy then. But this is now 98 frames a second, 1% lows of 77 frames a second, you're getting it in the face. Go on.
Yeah, everything's over 60, so you're not even going to see your stutters if you have any.
Yeah.
Really. So yeah, that's all in all pretty good. And this is in a Ubisoft game as well, remember?
Yeah, Ubisoft games are rubbish.
Yeah, they're not very well optimized.
Well, I mean, they're great games, but not well optimized.
Oh yeah, terrific games, but do they work?
All of them are dead. Oh, we've got a few men down there. Ah, got one in the bloody chest then, didn't I? Oh, it's him. There he is, the bow man. Oh, I've run out of bows. Oh, damn. Let's make your job a little bit hard for you. I want to get down to where the water is. Oh, watch his head go. Nice.
You took way too much pleasure in that.
Oh, mate. I wish I could have been a Viking. Imagine. Just all day long, lobbing heads off. All night long, eating chicken and drinking beer. Fantastic. Essentially the life of a Viking. Let's get down to the water and see kind of what that looks like. I mean, this is averaging 100 frames a second.
That really isn't bad.
Yeah, innit? Oh, his head went off as well. Oh, no, that's my man. Let's get on this boat. Here we go. Open sale.
The whole
Let's go, boys.
space, I think.
Oh, do you? Yeah, okay. 101 FPS so far.
Yeah, it still looks alright.
So this is where I'll pause it. Like, if you look at the clouds in the sky and stuff, you can start to mess about with some of those settings. Where were we? Volumetric clouds. So if we put them to ultra high and the water details to high, I'm going to have to restart? No. Yes. Like, look at how much better those clouds look now. And what are we looking at in terms of FPS? Oh, I'm going to crash.
Literally, it's pretty negligible.
Oh yeah. It's a couple of frames. I was 101 FPS, wasn't it, before? Now it's
literally about 2 frames, even in the 0.1% lows as well.
Yeah.
It's only like 4 frames difference.
Awesome. Let's see what else we can start to mess about with a little bit. On the comments. Adam, hi. Adam, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us.
How are you?
Graphics.
So maybe... What about anti-aliasing?
What about the screen space reflections?
Oh yeah, that's gonna...
As we're on the water, we might as well have a look to see what that's doing. Shadows. See what that's saying. Apply. No, it's shadows, man. Let me put them back to low. Screen space reflections.
Oh, no, it's them. I suppose that makes sense. It's got to render 2 images essentially on it. So.
Should we put anti-aliasing on high?
Yeah, I'm looking to see what that does.
Yeah, we can apply that without having to restart. Let's go back.
The edges look any smoother to you? Is there any less crisp going on?
I mean, maybe. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Unless you get a side by side.
Yeah. It has dropped though. It's about 90 FPS average now.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we've added the anti-aliasing, we're losing about, what, 10 frames a second?
Can you notice
10 frames a second. 10, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a bad place to sort of like test that sort of stuff. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go here. I'm just...
Just having a sail, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fair dues.
Let's try and get to dry land somewhere. Well, isn't it down there I'm supposed to go? Through that?
This is as far as I've gotten.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to like hit
further.
land around here somewhere. Oh, I've lost control of my boat. Open sail, you lot. Yeah, so we're about 92 FPS. So with everything on low, we were getting about, what, 101. Everything on ultra, about 78 FPS. This is all in 1080p. And now we're sort of starting to mess about with a mix of different settings, and we're getting about 92. And this was the volumetric clouds on, and the water something.
And yeah, water quality, I think it was.
Let's go back to that. Yeah, water quality was on high. Can we bring some world details in? Like if we put that to like high instead of ultra. See what that says? No, I'll have to restart. I don't want to do that.
No, I think a lot of the settings left you're going to have to restart, aren't you? Really?
Put that to high. No.
I mean, you're going to have to put them back up to high anyway to test other resolutions, aren't you? So you might as well like...
Well, should we just do like ultra and like low for all the different games, and then we have like a good comparison there.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys think on the comments? Should we just do ultra and low, or should we do a mix of settings? I like your gaming chairs. Me too, man. This is my favourite chair ever. Secret Lab.
Yeah.
There's actually a Secret Lab sale on at the moment, I think. We'll put a link in the description after. But there's definitely some sort of Secret Lab sale going on at the moment. So after a Secret Lab chair, get on there. Do you all have games on Steam? We do have some games on Steam, that's right. Should we go to a Steam? What we got? Red Dead Redemption 2. Should we go to Red Dead?
To Red Dead? Yeah, go
on. Hang on, let me...
you moved the screen.
Oh no, what happened?
Broke it.
There we go. So this is ultra / low, I'll put. So that was 78 / 102, was it? Or was it 101?
101.
101. FPS for Valhalla in 1080p. Should we? I mean, we could test 1440. Yeah, let's do 1440. I don't think there's much point in testing 4K on.
No, it really isn't made for it.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd probably get some entry level 4K, but I don't know if it'd play it without it being a slideshow. But
yeah. Let's go to 1440 and see what that does.
They're going to bunk everything up to Ultra.
Yeah.
So we have something to compare it to. Go on then.
That's on high. High and on. So yeah, we've put it onto 1440. We'll restart the game and just sort of see if we think this card is like a 1440 card, and we'll do a little bit of 4K as well. I suspect that this isn't really a 4K card at all.
No, probably not.
What's Flips saying? Nice to see you, Flips. Do you think I should go for a 1660 Super for competitive games? I don't play AAA games, plus I only got a 1080p monitor. What sort of competitive games are you playing? Are you playing like CSGO? What are you playing? And then we'll try and give you some advice based on the game.
Well, how much is a 1660 Super at the minute?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Like retail. Depends if there's one you can buy. Like,
yeah, there's not a lot out there, is there, at the moment? Everything's in a bit of a shortage. If you want cheaper games, check it out Aniba. Yeah, Aniba's a website that we've recently come across. It's absolutely awesome. You can get like Steam keys. So I mean, you're still buying the game. It's completely official, but it's like way cheaper than buying from Steam. It's brilliant.
1660 Super.
CS:GO, Rainbow, Fortnite, and Overwatch. I don't know. You play Fortnite, don't you, Mitch? Mitch, do you play Fortnite? Yeah. What's the 1660 like on Fortnite? Graphics cards. 1660 Super, sorry. All right. What have you got?
I play on Xbox.
Oh, Xbox. Made a mistake there.
It's not like the most graphically intense game.
Yeah, it's not really, is it?
You don't need high settings on it to be able to play. Obviously,
Yeah.
it has ray tracing and stuff now, but that's really not necessary for the game. So.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Like, with competitive games, generally what you're trying to go for is a high frame rate, as in trying to, like a high refresh rate monitor or something, so you can get like that really quick experience. You're not necessarily trying to make it look like the most beautiful game ever, because then it's going to slow your gameplay down a little bit. So as long as with the 1660 Super you're playing on like low settings, you're not trying to get like a ray tracing experience out of the games, then I think it should be fine. CS:GO, Charlie, someone give Charlie a tap on the head. CS:GO, will the 1660 Super be pretty decent in CS:GO at 1080p? Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be flying with a 1660 Super for CS:GO. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty decent card. That. You'll play Fortnite, right? I don't play Fortnite myself, but Mitch does, who's sat over there. Right then, let's have a look to see. Oh, hang on, I haven't tabbed that. I haven't done the. I haven't changed the River Tuner, so we can actually see what it says. And this one's to go in the middle.
The 3070, I sold it, flipped it. Oh, true to your name.
Why did you get rid of the 3070? That's a great card.
I could have probably got more money for it.
Yeah.
It's one of them, innit?
Load game. Filter load. Behave, go away.
Probably gonna load you somewhere completely different now.
I know, yeah. Oh well. Is this the gaming OC card?
No, it's just the Gigabyte. Oh yeah, this is the Gaming OC Pro.
Yeah,
yeah.
OC edition. We've not overclocked it though. We're just sort of playing it straight out the box.
Yeah.
So this is in 1440p. Ooh, in ultra settings.
It's still 60.
Is it?
It's dropping a little bit. Mind you, you're on the water as well, which probably isn't the most demanding of places. Cause everything's, it's covered by LOD at the minute, isn't it? But
where's I'm supposed to go? Let's have a look at this spot over here. Can I land there? Looks like a village. Let's land there.
It's the place you set off from, I think, which is good because that's what you want.
Leave commands. Can I jump off the boat?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, now we're on land. It's chonking a bit.
Run around a little bit. Let's see who's here. Should we go fight someone? If we can.
I think everyone's dead.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, we killed everyone already. Oh well. I mean, just in terms of running around then, it's definitely dropped. I mean, we were at ultra settings in 1080. It was at like 78 FPS. And that was, fighting a little bit as well. And can we get in? Let me in. How do I get in? Do I have to go back to this one over here and sort of like...
I think you're just a little bit stuck between swimming and walking.
I know, yeah.
Oh, no, you're still walking. What's going on?
How can I climb on this boat? What's jump?
You just hold W and hold space and shift as well, I think.
Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh no, I can no longer get on my boat.
You climbed up it a minute ago.
Yeah, I know what's going on. There we go. I'm just stupid. I don't know how to play this game. I'm an idiot. You know what? It's a $400 card, isn't it? You're never going to get sort of 100 frames a second out of 1440p. But ultimately, like for me, I've got a 1080p monitor. You don't necessarily always want to play in 1440 or 4K if you want to get that high frame rate experience. But playing at 54 frames a second, for me, as long as it ideally 60 frames a second, but as long as it doesn't drop below 30, you're probably still good. Show the temps fan. Isn't it on? Oh, what's going on with that?
I might have to start a hardware monitor.
Okay. Hang on. Sorry, let me just tab out. And we're gone. Where's hardware monitor?
Just type it in. It should be running already. I don't remember closing it. HM. Oh, hardware. There it is.
Yeah.
HWM4. Yes. That's loading now, so it's up now. So it should just automatically update the.
Yeah.
You can have a look manually if you want. It should be down by the bottom somewhere. GPU.
Where's GPU?
Keep going.
Is it on there? We've gone past it.
It should be on there somewhere.
Memory, CPU temperatures are alright, I think.
Gigabyte. Oh, that's the motherboard. Where's the GPU? Oh, maybe not. Maybe you can't. But it should have updated with the tuning anyway. You might have
get
to
back in the game. Yeah.
Tab off the overlay or whatever.
No. Why is the temperatures not working?
Maybe have to restart it.
How much is this? How much faster is this card compared to the 5700 XT? I've not actually played this game in the 5700 XT, to be honest.
Well, we're going to be doing benchmark comparisons from tomorrow onwards, aren't we?
Yeah,
so I guess we could make that one of the earlier ones. Because I guess, they're pretty much comparable.
If you go over to WePC Benchmarks on YouTube, what we'll do is we'll benchmark them against each other, the 3060 Ti versus the 5700 XT, and you'll be able to see exactly what's working there.
Definitely.
So I don't know why the temperature's not working.
Do you want to try restarting River Tuner?
We could try that, yeah. What I'll do is, let's come out of this game. I don't think there's any point in testing it in 4K because it's not going to work.
It won't do it.
And we've done. We'll just stick to 1080, I think. So we've done Valhalla. Let's move on to Red Dead and see what that's saying. Right. Let's knock that off. Let's knock that off. And let's just restart Afterburner.
Watch it not work now and make me look like I don't know what I'm doing. this is all I do.
Well, we barely do.
Oh, you need Arkham on it to still run though.
So we hit run there, yeah?
Yeah, it pulls the data from hardware monitor.
Yeah. Update?
No, you don't need to update it.
Okay. Alright, let's knock that down there. Let's get the River Tuner back on and Afterburner. And let's take a look at Red Dead. Obviously it's not working. Brilliant. What's going on with this machine today? It's because we've swapped the hard drives out.
Oh, yeah, we have. That's a good point. Yeah, we might not be able to play everything we want to play. I hope there's something though. Oh, okay.
What's
maybe.
happening now?
I think Red Dead's loaded.
Is it?
Yeah. After having a paddy about it.
Yeah. What's everyone else saying? Yeah, this is the okay. Short term. It's how much faster? Yeah, with. Hello.
No, it's open in tray, I think.
It's there.
Yeah. Settings. Yeah. I don't know why. Red Dead's a bit finicky sometimes with settings. Graphics you want to go on. Yeah. And it started in 7 to. Oh, it's because all the settings are going to be back to default because you changed the video card. I don't know why it does this, but it's a pain in.
Oh, there we go. We'll do 1920 by 1080 in full screen.
Yeah, make sure because all the settings are like low now.
Oh, okay. Put that. Can we just put everything on? Is there like a?
Yeah, you've got quality preset level up there. This little sliding thing.
Whoa.
Just click yes for now, so you can just fiddle with the settings and then restart it.
Everything there's on ultra. Oh, medium's the highest. We can go with that one.
What is it? I'm sure it's ultra.
On there?
Yeah.
Ambient space occlusion now. See that? Oh, yeah, we go. Sorry.
Some of them are just high. You can go up to.
Man, so long.
It's got a lot of settings on it.
It does have a lot of settings.
It's got a lot of settings.
Oh, leave that on off, eh?
Yeah, leave it off.
Yeah. What about that FX8? Leave that.
Turn your advanced settings on as well because you're going to want to twiddle particle lighting quality.
Ultra. Some high. Long shadows on. What's that? Volumetric ray match resolution. Put that on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you could.
On. Some high. Water physics quality. Let's slide you all the way up.
You really wanted to, leave resolution scale. You're only wanting, you're wanting to cook this card, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Motion blur on. Oh, we'll leave that on there.
Geometry level of detail.
All the way up. Grass detail all the way up. And tree, oh my god, tree quality. Ultra. So I guess it's worth saying that if you get this card, you're going to have to obviously download the new drivers as well. That's what we've done previous to
of course.
Starting the live stream. Apply changes.
It's going to ask you to restart.
We'll have to restart, but that's fine.
Yeah. Hold space. And then go into settings afterwards to check it actually applied them because sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. So that's restarting right now. So in terms of the 3060 Ti, we've got a couple of stats here. So it starts at $399, which I think is a brilliant price.
Definitely.
Priced around the 2060 Super, but performs like a 2080 Super-ish, apparently.
Apparently that's the
we'll test that.
I've read, but yeah. We'll test that.
But it's based on the same Ampere tech as the RTX 3080 and what I'm guessing 3070 as well. Getting 8 gigabytes of the same GDR6 memory found in the 3070. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that.
Yeah,
It's the same memory as the 3070. Awesome. Let's just check the settings then. Graphics.
Yeah, just have a look and make sure that
everything's gone to ultra. Yeah, looks good to me.
Okay. Yeah, alright then.
Yeah, let's play some game. I will need to put this back to yeah 1080. This is definitely a game I play or have played quite a bit on and off. Story mode, please.
Mine got stuck. My Red Dead soft locked.
Alright, that's weird.
Yeah.
What's people saying on the comments? Okay, I'm back. I was watching the video that you all posted 5 minutes ago. Yeah, the unboxing, we literally just came through the door, so we unboxed it and now we're benchmarking it. Can I run it on 2K resolution on the ultra wide monitor? I mean, we've just run it on 1440 or 2K in Valhalla, and to be honest, it was just less than 60 FPS in ultra settings. So I mean, provided you're using low settings and you don't want that like 100% ultra experience in Valhalla, then yeah, you probably can with that particular game. We'll have a look in Red Dead as well and see what the results are there. But this is ultra settings, Red Dead Redemption in 1080p. So let's go and have a look and see what we're saying. Ooh, 60 FPS.
It's a very demanding game though.
Very demanding. Oh, there we go. The temperatures are back. So 57 degrees. That's pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Not compared to the. It's not even using all of the 3060 either.
But look at
V-Sync
look at that person's face. It's proper doughy, innit?
Is V-Sync on?
No. Why?
Because it's just capping at 60. Like it's
oh,
like
that's weird.
Yeah. Even when you move it around, there's no like jumping below or above. It's just 60.
Let me check.
Have a look.
I don't think V-Sync's on. Settings. Not that.
V-Sync, yeah, on.
Where's that?
Just there. And it's on window borderless as well. Put it on full screen. There we go.
File changes. Yes.
Lovely. Right.
Yeah. Let's knock V-Sync off and see what happens. Let's get back to it. There we go. About 75 FPS.
That's not bad.
Should we shoot some people?
Yeah, shoot somebody. Go on. I know you want it.
How do I?
Mouse wheel. Oh, that. There you go.
Turns you a little bit psychotic, doesn't it, when you can just walk around and shoot people? Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
But
there should be some people showing up soon to come and fight me, I hope. There's one.
Right on cue. Look at that.
Where are you?
But yeah, it's doing alright. It's, workload between CPU and GPU is alright. It's, even through sections, alright, a little dive there. Even when physics is present, it's not dropping in frames, so yeah.
How do you run? Oh, there's one behind me.
Shift, I think.
Hang on, headshot.
Which big gun's that?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm getting absolutely tanked here by a bunch of geezers. Oh, dead. Okay, so 79 FPS. I think that's pretty decent, to be honest. Let's get...
It's definitely not bad. Not for a game as demanding as Red Dead.
Let me just update this. I'll move that off of there. Uh, 1080p. Red Dead. What was it? Averaging 79 FPS on Ultra. 79 FPS. But let's do it in low settings now and see kind of what the difference is between the two. I should have a run around actually on my arse.
On my arse?
Yeah. Come on. Let's see what this does for us. Let's just restart that. Ooh, definite drop once you start sort of a little bit more fast action. Is that... Why is this not... Let me restart that. There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely, as we get to the foliage area and all the new polygons on the screen,
it's dropped massively, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's to be expected, to be fair. Though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because grass is it's dynamic rendering and stuff in it, because it all moves and it all sways, and it's got physics, because you can pass over it and knock it out the way, so it's a lot for it to do, really. And it's raining, so you gotta...
we're going to have to change that figure from 79 to, what is this, 47. Oof. That is tough.
That's with everything on ultralight as high as it can go, though.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's it. You've got to remember this is a $400 card, you know, 46, 47 FPS in a game that we know is quite demanding. I think that's probably to be expected. Again, there's probably no point in testing this in 1440p or 4K because... Oh, hello. Sorry, mate. I'm just going to run past you. Oh, he's shooting at me. Right. Getting out of here.
No, shoot him.
Oh, yeah, he almost had me then, didn't he? Let me pause that and we'll put it onto low settings, shall we? And sort of see what the difference is.
It is a good card, but there's no stock since I want to play on 2K resolution. Should I get the 3070 instead?
I mean, from what I'm seeing here, yeah, probably.
If you can find stock for 3070, because they ain't much better either.
Let's put everything on low.
I mean, I know Scam was obliterated in seconds yesterday, weren't it?
Yeah.
So,
and we buy the cards ourselves as well. We don't get free cards off of the manufacturers. And we do generally go to Scan quite a lot in the UK, but they were like out of stock immediately. It's shocking, really. Oh, hang on. Yes, let me just put everything on low before I restart.
So many in there. There's so many options.
Yeah. Oh, this is on low anyway.
Have we done an optimization video for Red Dead 2?
I don't think we have. It's probably worth doing one, isn't it?
Yeah, there's so many settings.
Yeah. Are people interested in that though? It's a pretty old game, but yeah, we can do one if that's what people want. That's... I want to bring these right down, don't we?
Full resolution screen space.
Should we turn this to about 50% rather than off? I'll put it there.
No, I reckon you've done full everything, so let's do empty everything.
Empty everything. Yeah. Let's turn motion blur off. All the way. Yes, please. Thank you. This all the way down. Ultra down to low.
Well, I'm interested in seeing how it looks now.
Yeah, it's probably going to look terrible, isn't it? Like. But this is it. Like sometimes you don't necessarily want, you know, you want a game to just have a high frame rate. You're not that bothered about what it looks like. I think with Red Dead though, it probably is one of those games where you are bothered.
I'm definitely bothered about what Red Dead looks like.
Yeah.
But I like the frames as well. So.
Should I restart this then?
Yeah, restart it manually.
Yeah. Quick game. So that was Ultra, about 47 FPS and 1080. Let's get this to play again. Takes a minute to load, but should be with us momentarily. What we're saying on the comments. Watch the unboxing video, great video as well. My pleasure. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it so far in the comments. I'm interested to see what it does with Flight Sim, you know, because generally we find that at 1080p, most graphics cards are sort of having some CPU issue with Flight Sim, because obviously Flight Sim is a very CPU heavy game. So it'd be interesting to see how the 3060 Ti holds up. It's a 5900X AMD CPU that's in there. It'd be interesting to see how they work together.
Yeah, definitely.
Sour Beast, yeah, I'm subscribed. Fantastic. Thank you very much. If you subscribe to WePC, have a look at WePC Benchmarks. It's a new channel that we've literally started this week. That's just going to be full of all of our benchmarks that we're going to be doing in the future. It's literally a channel just completely dedicated to benchmarking. So if you are interested in benchmarks, go and subscribe to WePC Benchmarks. But right now we are doing a live benchmark with the 3060 Gigabyte edition. Just grab the box and let's show it off a little bit.
3060 Ti, here we go.
There we are. We've done Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're doing ultra settings and low settings in 1080p. I feel like there's not much point in trying to test this card out in like 2K and 4K because I don't think it's really designed for that for me. We did a little bit of Assassin's Creed at 1440p and we were getting less than 50 frames a second. Yeah. So I just feel like there's no point in testing those resolutions with this card. But in 1080, this is everything on low settings. As you can see, it looks horrible. However, let's put that on. We are getting 100. Oh, let's restart that. 130 frames a second. But it looks minging, doesn't it?
I mean, it's regressed about 7-8 years of that.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know, almost PS3 looking.
Yeah, isn't it? I've still got a PS3.
Worse?
I was playing Batman Arkham Asylum on it a few months ago. I've not got it out since. Just wanted a little good on memory lane a little bit. But yeah, look how much it's working the CPU. Look at like the cores are.
Yeah, it's definitely yeah. Red Dead loves that CPU.
So 120 FPS. You'll start shooting some people. Where's me?
Use your mouse wheel. It'll
okay.
show you
What's going on here?
or not. Scroll it down. There you go.
I've got my knife out. Ugh, don't want my knife, want my gun. Oh, what's going on here? There we are. There we go.
Oh,
just want to sort of like die in this area so we can go to where that horse is and like make it work a little bit more. Oh, someone's shooting me yet. Come on, where's the policeman at? Is that what they were called back then? Sheriffs and stuff, weren't they?
Yeah. It's just law enforcement, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah. Come on. Couldn't it have barn door him? Come on, there we are. Dead. Oh. What we at? I mean, a little bit of that. You tend to find that absolutely the FPS will drop as the action starts happening. But yeah, let's try and get to that part in the game where you're on the horse. What is the specifications of your PC? We are on an Aorus X570 master motherboard, the AMD 5900X CPU. We've got 4 sticks of 8GB RAM, which is the G-Skills Trident Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a fractal design AIO, keeping the CPU nice and cool. And then we have obviously the 3060 Ti is our graphics cards that we're using today. But yeah, let's crack on with Valhalla with Red Dead Redemption. So I'm going to restart the overhead and let's have a bit of a run around.
It'll stay nice and cool though.
Yeah, isn't it? 54 degrees.
The new is this? No, it's not Founders Edition. I was just gonna say like Gigabyte are doing pretty well with the cooler there. So
yeah.
kudos to it.
Yeah, it's got some on the back of it. It's got some sort of like screen cooler, like a bit of a hole essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
look.
to it's very strange power plug placement.
Whoa, alligators! Hello. Whoa! Oh, you having a laugh? Oh, I'm covered in mud now. Look at that. It looks horrible, that, doesn't it?
Well, at least the mud still. Look at the texture of the mud. That's supposed to be mud.
It is low quality settings, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't know low went that low.
I mean, this. To be fair, though, it's still averaging 132 FPS. In ultra settings, we had like 47.
True.
And it doesn't look. I mean, it looks pretty bad, but it's not like. It's not the worst settings ever, I guess.
Yeah, see, with the headroom you've got, the 126
There it is,
FPS, you
yes.
can always like turn some more settings on to make the visual experience a bit more
Yeah, exactly.
doable.
Should we move to another game? Let's add that to our text overlay there.
What's it averaging? 129. That's not
129. I don't think that's too bad at all.
No.
47/129. Let's add that there. So that's Red Dead Redemption with the 3060 Ti cards. Ultra settings in 1080p, about 47 FPS. Not great. But low settings 129 FPS. So if you can tweak your settings between ultra and low, you can still get that sort of like 60 FPS experience and probably get like a pretty decent gaming experience at 1080p out of the 3060. I'm impressed so far.
Yeah.
For a $400 card, it's doing really well. What are we saying in the comments? I subscribed with no notifications on. Nice one. What is the specifications of your PC? We've gone through that. Will you recommend this over the RTX 3070?
Well, I mean,
It depends what you want. Like this, for me, this is absolutely an example of a 1080 card, a card that's probably concentrating on 1080. We've not done like the full benchmarking yet. This is just kind of like a live benchmark to get a little bit of a taster for it. We will do more benchmarking videos and test it out a lot more in the coming days. If you subscribe to WePC Benchmarks, which is our new benchmarking channel, have a look for WePC Benchmarks on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel and we'll do a lot more testing and then we'll probably be able to get to a better answer. But for now, first impressions for me say that this is a decent 1080 card and the 3070 is probably more geared towards 2K. So it just depends on what you want to do with your gameplay. I mean, what would you say?
you definitely, if you're on a budget, this card's good. It's inexpensive. It performs well for the money. It's a good dollar per FPS trade-off, I guess you could say. But yeah, if you want to go a bit, faster or high resolution, then definitely go for the 3070. It's just whatever your use case is, I guess. If you've got the money to spend on a 3070, it's a more powerful card. Get the 3070.
Yeah.
But this for a budget is brilliant. I'm always going to recommend something that's better, but unless it's the 3090, to be honest, because that doesn't do as well as I hope in most cases.
Yeah, I prefer the 3080. If you're going to spend that much money, like it's such a massive jump in terms of gaming. The jump in price from the 3080 to the 3090 is like pretty big, but you're only getting about 10 or 12% extra with the 3090. It just doesn't make sense for me. I'd probably go with the 3080. What we saying? We need this card at MSRP though. Yeah, don't we just? Yeah, it's 2020. 2020 is the worst year. Stock issues everywhere. Scalpers as far as the eye can see. It's a nightmare, really. Like, we pay for the cards ourselves. We don't get these cards free. And yeah, ultimately, we're having the same issues that you are. It's really frustrating. Checking for updates. Come on, we were just playing this a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, it should be.
There's
fine.
probably like a 50 gig update though, isn't there?
That won't
It's happened
surprise
today.
me. Yep, it's happened before.
Yeah. Remember we were playing this a few days ago, a few weeks ago, and we were playing it, turned it off, came back on, and it was like a 20 gig update. It's like, nice one.
That happens.
Where do you want to go?
Anywhere. I don't particularly know the world that well, so
World map.
take me see something new.
What's this? Moscow State University.
Yeah, that'll do.
Set as departure. And let's fly to the Hungarian Parliament building.
Okay.
Fly. I'm actually going to cheat and use a controller for this because I find it really hard to use with the keyboard and mouse. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was like numpad. I thought it'd be WSD to control the.
The thing is, it's so like realistic and that you can control everything. There's so many buttons to press. I just find it easier to just like do a bit of gameplay.
I'm surprised you've not got one of
this.
them flight sim rigs.
We've got a car sim rig.
Yeah,
we haven't got a flight
we
sim
have.
rig. Yeah.
Well, but I meant you.
Oh right.
Alone,
Yeah.
sat there with your little throttle.
Yeah.
I could see you doing that. To be fair.
Claudio, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm so sorry. Hardware Unboxed had a phone call with AMD and they said the cards should be at MSRP in 4 to 8 weeks. I hope so. And not just this card, like all of them as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a joke to be honest. Let's have a look at this though.
It's in 40p.
How do I get out of this?
General.
Is it?
Yeah. And then resolution.
Maybe 1080. Okay.
These aren't ultra settings, it's just a mix of like the highest I could get and still being playable for benchmark recording and stuff,
Right.
so.
It is generally on. I mean, let's try it. Let's just go up to ultra.
Okay.
Let's try
That's
it.
brave. Watch that 58 degrees C shoot right up now.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a panic over this.
Oh my gosh. What's all this to it? I don't know what number to put in there, so I'll just leave them as is. Lens correction on. What's that? Medium? Nope, we'll go high on that.
That's what multiplayer doesn't matter.
Apply and save. Go back and resume. Whee! So this is 1080p flight sim, ultra settings, and we're at about 49 FPS. So pretty similar to kind of what we saw with Red Dead, to be honest, isn't it? Whoa!
What are you doing?
Pressing buttons, to be honest.
Just pressing buttons. Oh my. Oh.
There's Moscow. Hello. Controller's proper shaking. Just try to make it work a bit.
Just trying to make it stress.
Yeah.
You're making me stress looking at it. I don't want to be in that situation.
I'm going to crash here, aren't I? Hang on, here we go. Oh man, it's such a good job that I'm not a pilot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't they just make planes fly like cars, essentially?
Well, cars don't fly for a start, so
But
you've got that problem.
You ever seen
there.
Back to the Future 2 though? That's what we
Yeah.
need. Why is this being annoying? There we go. We're looking at about 50 FPS, ultra settings, flight sim.
That's
But
better than we've seen.
Yeah, generally though, like flight sim will pull on your CPU quite a bit, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you center this? There we go. It is night time though. I wish we could go daytime. Is this because it's like real time and it's actually night time in Moscow right now?
Is it real time? Is it that realistic?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll head over to. It's dark here as well. So
Yeah. Should we?
With Australia or something.
Yeah, let's go Australia.
We know it's at least going to be light there.
Main menu. Let's end that run. See ya. Imagine getting on a plane and all you hear is, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your pilot Paul. Strap yourselves in." Where we?
Should do a zoom out, I guess.
World map. Can we click on world
We're
map?
on world map.
Help. Go back. Quit to desktop. Oh no, don't quit to desktop.
No, don't do that.
World map. You just. Oh, there we go.
You can zoom out, can't you, with mouse wheel?
Oh, there we are. Where is it?
That's the illuminated side.
Oh, I know. Let's go to America. What's this? Do you want to go New York?
Yeah, sure.
Set as departure. And then we'll fly over to Philly. Set as arrival. There we go. Fly.
81 nautical miles. I think that's what LM means.
So that was like about 50-ish, wasn't it, FPS? Let's see, and that was like evening, so let's see if daytime will have an effect on it. Knock that off for a second.
Claude, I don't know how to say the name.
I think it's just Claude, isn't it?
Sorry if I butchered it there.
Regional accents from the north of England, we can't say anything properly.
We can't speak English. But I don't want to get a 5700 XT and 1 month later have a 3060 Ti at MSRP and 25% better than my card. Well, we can definitely compare them, can't we?
Yeah, well, like I say, go on to WePC Benchmarks. It's our new YouTube channel. There's not much on there because we literally launched it yesterday, but we're going to be populating that channel with just pure benchmarking videos. We do have a 5700 XT. I think it's over there somewhere. We'll do a 3060 Ti versus 57 XT. Yeah.
I think it's the strict.
And sort of see how it holds up. So this is ultra settings. I am ready to fly.
The 5700.
Yeah. We will test it for you. Oh, I've got to take off. I don't know how you do that.
Oh no, I don't know how you do that either.
Can I disengage park and brake?
Y plus B.
Oh my god.
On the
Y
controller.
and B. Oh
Y
yeah.
plus B. There you go. Right, brakes off.
How do I move though?
Does anyone in stream know how to play Flight Simulator?
Oh, I didn't want to go to an airport. Throttle A. To increase engine power, gradually press and hold A. Yep, doing that. Let's go. Restart.
What is it? 35 on the ground.
This is terrible.
It's not going well, this. Oh, you're moving. What did you
I've just been bashing buttons, to be honest. It
Yeah,
reminds me
fair
of my Street Fighter days.
do? It fills me with confidence.
Wait! Oh! Wait!
Bit premature there, Paul.
Sound like my wife. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, daytime, 32 FPS, massive drop down, 20 frame drop there.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
16 0.1% as well.
It's weird though because it's only using like 33, percent of the card or whatever. It's not. We're not exactly using the entire card. Why? I don't know why Flight Sim's optimized this way. To properly pull on your CPU cores. You can see some of the cores there are properly topping out instead of actually like.
Instead of you splitting a load across.
Yeah, splitting the load across the. Yeah.
Hello, Slime. How are you doing?
Call me Slime. Okay, we will. Okay, we're in the air. Let's have a look. There's New York over there. Yeah, we're looking at about 30 FPS. Ultra settings, 1080p Flight Sim.
You got me plummeting.
Yeah, let's record that, and then we'll go down to low settings and see kind of what the difference is.
Flight Sim, we're on. What did you say? 32ish.
Yeah, about 32 average FPS.
Right, we'll put low in afterwards.
Yeah. Let's go general.
You probably have to restart it because you have to do everything these
Yeah.
days. Is it not just like a custom? Global rendering quality.
Low end.
Alright.
We've gone low end on everything.
Low. Well, motion blur's on ultra. That's motion blur though.
Yeah, everything's basically applying graphic settings.
It doesn't have to restart.
Yes. Resume.
Fair dues to it.
Let's restart the overhead.
And it's pulling practically the same number.
About, it is going up.
It is going up. Yeah, the less of the ground you're looking at, the further it's going up. To retract landing gear, press left stick. Press left stick, Paul. Your landing gear's out.
Oops. It's probably why my controller's shaking loads, isn't it? Let's restart the on-screen display. So we're looking at about 53 FPS. Where were we? 32? Yeah.
It's a good jump. It's almost nearly double, isn't it, really?
Look at the buildings, though. They look awful.
The buildings do look awful. Well, I mean, it's a flying game. How close? As long as your plane looks good.
does it? Should we have a
How
look?
close are you? Yeah,
Yeah,
that
still looks
that
alright.
pretty good.
Nice
That's a good
texture on the
render.
leather.
Yeah.
Oh, where am I? Ooh.
Oh, you're.
There's Philadelphia. I'm not going to go all the way to Philadelphia, just in case you're wondering. All right, let's sort of plumb that in. That's about 52 FPS average.
Not bad.
It's not the best we've seen though, is it? I don't think the 3060 Ti is probably the game that you want. Oh, sorry, the GPU you want for this particular game if you really want that realistic flight sim experience. But having said that, it doesn't look terrible, and with flight sim, do you really need a really high frame rate? It's not like you've got bullets and stuff coming at you like with something like Call of Duty or whatever.
I think it's one
not
of them.
competitive, isn't it?
I think it's one of them where something over 30 FPS would be alright.
Yeah. Alright, we're just live at the moment. We're live. You're talking to 10,000 people right now. That's Sam, our community manager, if you're interested. Really love the way you benchmark and your interface, just lovely. Keep up the great work. We will do, Hamad. Thanks for joining us. Have a look over at WePC Benchmarks. It's a new channel we started yesterday, where we're going to be putting all of our benchmarking videos on there. Should we get out of this?
Yeah.
Continue.
Let the computer land the plane.
Yeah. Luckily, it's only a small one. Quit to desktop. Where we going? Have you put the figures in there? Yeah. Let's go to Watchdogs then, shall we? Let's see what Watchdogs is saying. Do you want to quit? Yeah.
I don't have high hopes for Watchdogs just based on the fact that it's really poorly optimised.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Like, good cards don't do well, so...
Yeah, we've got Watchdogs Legion coming up now. We've got Call of Duty Cold War, and then Shadow the Tomb Raider as well, which we will be doing in a couple of minutes. Mitch, 10,000 people, lol. Yeah, we've got 10,000 people watching right now, Mitch. Got an issue. Slime is saying, which is the best GPU under $50?
GT410.
GT410.
Yeah, you could probably get one of them for under $50.
Yeah, get on eBay, see what you can get. Heyo from, is that Ian?
That's
Mr. Janice.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Watchdogs. I've really enjoyed what I've played of Watchdogs so far, in terms of the story that you play. But in terms of the benchmark videos that we've already done with like the 3090, 3080, 3070, it seems like a really, really poorly optimized game.
It is.
And the difference between like ray tracing and on and ray tracing off, like the ray tracing just kills it.
It does. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, it's tough. Let's go options.
Is
video.
my 2080 worth an upgrade to a 3060 Ti or 3070 from Brian? Well, I would.
I mean, the thing is, right now we received this like an hour and a half ago. We've not really done a lot of testing on it, to be honest. If you go over to WePC Benchmarks on YouTube, that's the channel that we just started yesterday. We will test it against, I think we've got a 2080 Ti, we've got a 2080, we've got a bunch of 2080s. We'll test the 3060 against those cards, and hopefully that'll help you to make a better decision. I mean, right now, my first impression of the 3060 Ti is it's a pretty decent 1080p card. I probably wouldn't use it in 2K or 4K though. But this,
go for something a bit stronger.
Yeah. This is Watchdogs. Everything is in ultra or high. Ray tracing. Let's put ray tracing on ultra. Let's see what it does. Because it's a ray tracing card at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're exceeding the VRAM limit already. So
Oh, really? Yeah. This is going to struggle, isn't it?
it's definitely going to struggle.
What if, instead of going on ultra, we went on high?
It's not going to, no.
Well, this is meant to be a ray tracing card. Like
Yeah, but everything's on ultra, and it might
Yeah.
be. Or just check it's not in 1440p or something like that.
No, it's in 1080. Look.
Definitely 1080.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you can see VRAM usage. It's gonna. I mean, it might hold up better once we put it all down to low quality, but let's do a couple of minutes of ultra and see kind of how it holds up with ultra. Everything is, yeah, ultra. Right, let's go back.
Did you apply it?
I think so. We'll check.
We'll check.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can tell on the cars if ray tracing's on or not.
Yeah. Who's still with us on the comments? Brian's recently joined us. Slime's recently joined us, and Hamed has recently joined us. Really good to see you guys. Is Flip still there? He's one of my favourite people we get on the comments on a regular basis.
Flips.
And Tom as well. Where's Tom at today? Anyway.
It's taking a minute to load.
Yeah, it's taking a while to load, isn't it? Right then. Look at that jacket this guy's... Did you choose that jacket?
Yeah.
Mate, you got some style.
You know it was me.
Right, okay, let's restart this. Let's put the overlay on.
Not as bad as I thought, actually.
Yeah, you know what? I thought this was going to be about 12 FPS or something. Shall I go pinch a car? Oh, it's struggling now.
Something's loaded into it, yep.
I think it's all the reflections on the windows of the cars and stuff. It's gone, no, thank you. Let's go over to a window. Yeah, ray tracing's on, I think.
Yeah, definitely. You wouldn't see the cars in the window if not.
Yeah, puddle there as well. 34. I mean, there's definitely been some stutters in there.
I mean,
there?
it dropped down to 8, so no, for me it's not.
I'll have that. See ya. Yeah. Let's drive around London a little bit. Oh no, I'm going to crash. Well, I've just knocked that car. Yeah. 36 FPS. You know what? For Watchdogs, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
So terribly optimized. It's not bad. I mean, you got a drop. Maybe it was just loaded in something new. You know, it's.
Where are you going to press the wrong button then?
It happens.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Should we try this with? Should we plumb that in? Let's do ray tracing on and off in Watchdogs as well.
So we've got RT. So this
it was 30. Oh man, because I've come into the menu now, haven't I? Just restart that. Let's restart it just for a minute. I think it's about 36 to be fair.
About 36.
Yeah, there you go. 36 FPS. Ooh, roundabout. Oh, get out of the way, man. Oh, taxi. Oh, sorry, Uber. Yeah. Let's go options. What I'll do is I'll just knock off the ray tracing.
Yeah, just turn that off.
See what that does. You got to remember this is only 1080 as well. It's not even close to 2K or 4K.
That's a good point. I reckon it'll go up though. I reckon it's doable without ray tracing. To be honest.
Let's see. It is climbing. About 50 odd, isn't it? This is ultra settings. I mean, ray tracing's off, but everything else is in ultra.
That's not unplayable.
No, it's not, is it?
Definitely not. It's, I mean, I like anything over 60, but that's just me.
Yeah. What did we have in Red Dead Redemption? Was about the same, wasn't it? About 4. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, it was about 47.
Yeah.
Then 129 on low.
Well, now that we've gone somewhere with a little less going on inside this tunnel, it has jumped up to the 70s. I suspect though, when we get out of this tunnel, it's going to like plummet again though.
Yeah, definitely. Already. As soon as it starts drawing everything else,
yeah,
straight down it goes. But, that's why we have averages.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Just apologise.
Should I jump out? Let's run around a little bit. Yeah, it's basically like sitting at around...
Oh, it's 58 average.
Yeah.
It's not bad. For our little test, you know,
Yeah.
the longer you run it, you're gonna get different results. But for our little live stream test,
should we switch over to low settings?
Yeah.
So this is
sort of
about
bring it
58
up to-
with ray tracing. It's in here. You wanna go?
Oh, of course.
So let's knock that off. Let's go options. Let's go video.
Might need a new line for Watchdog. In fact, no, I'll just put RT where it has ray tracing.
I'm gonna put everything onto low.
Make sure you put ray tracing on. You try low with ray tracing, just because we did it.
Yeah,
we did
I mean
it
the lowest you can go with ray tracing is that medium there. I mean, yeah, as I guess
There's a
as a
comparison.
comparison, it needs to be on not off but low settings, or the lowest it goes anyway.
Yeah,
Apply. Restart the game now.
of course.
Yeah. How many cores does that CPU have? The 5900X. How many cores does the 5900X have?
16, 8, 16. One of the two. I've looked at that many CPUs in the past.
Yeah, I know. We've just had all the new Ryzen CPUs in. I can't remember which is which off the top of my head. Okay, are we restarting on Watchdogs? Yes, we are.
Oh, 12 cores.
12 cores. There you go. Yeah, it's the 5900X. 12 cores.
Is it high?
Is that-
It might be 24 threads.
24 threads. Yeah, I think it is.
They usually are.
So yeah, so far
multi-threading.
we've done ray tracing in Watchdogs Legion on ultra settings. With ray tracing on ultra settings, it was about 36 FPS. With ray tracing off, it was about 58 FPS. So everything else was in ultra, but ray tracing was off. Now we're in complete low settings with ray tracing on its lowest setting, which is actually medium. And we'll sort of see, hopefully, what the
Why
difference
would it
is.
be medium? Why don't you have low, medium, and high? It's
I
just
don't know.
why is the basis medium?
I don't know.
Medium's always
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
Median.
Yeah.
You know, it's-
Yeah.
people confuse me.
People confuse you. Companies confuse me.
It doesn't take much.
It does take a little bit of time to load. So yeah, we'll do low settings with medium ray tracing, and then we'll do low settings with like no ray tracing at all, and sort of see what we get.
Dirty, look at that.
Low settings,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't look
Like
great,
an oil
does it?
painting, it's just not okay.
But we are getting like 78 FPS, and there is. I mean, look at the puddles. Like, you know, we are getting. Is there a window somewhere? There's a window.
I
Let's
don't
go.
know, I can't tell what a window is.
Yeah. You know what? The reflections in the puddles actually like look a bit better than the actual game. Look at his face. Oh, the textures are horrible in low,
The
aren't
shadows are like so low they're flashing.
they? Yeah.
You got ray tracing in there.
Yeah, but yeah, the ray tracing is still working. It might not be like the highest of the high, but it's still there. And look, we are getting like 81 FPS.
Can we plumb that in?
Yeah. Let me.
Go for
Should
a
I drive around in a car?
Yeah, go for a drive.
Let me pinch this taxi. Go on, lad. Yeah, it's dropping down a little bit now that we've added a little bit of speed, a little bit of action. So what was it when we were running around? It was about 80-ish, wasn't it? It's
Yeah.
dropped down to the 70s now. Wrong way around the roundabout. Oh well.
Used to play in them American open world games.
Yeah, no. Well, they don't really have roundabouts in America, do they?
Oh no, true. Yeah. Fair point.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's probably a pretty fair representation. That's about 77 FPS. Should we try it with ray tracing completely off and see what that's saying?
Yeah.
Video. Let me knock off that for a sec.
Ray trace reflections, boom.
Off. So ray tracing completely off. Let's apply that.
Yeah, that'll do.
And resume. Okay, what do you think? Ah,
That's decent.
we're in the
performance.
90s now, yeah.
Out of Watchdogs Legion, of all things.
I know, and this card is this game has been quite difficult for other cards that we've tested. I mean, generally we test in higher settings than this, but because the 3060 Ti is, the lowest sort of cards within the 3000 series, you probably would, if you are going to play this game in 1080p and you want that high frame rate experience, you probably would go to low settings as well. No ray tracing, unfortunately, but we're getting what, like 115 average. Let me jump out the car and see what effect that has. Whoa! Man, he's having a bad day, isn't he? Sorry, mate. You should have stopped before I actually stopped the car. Yeah, you can see the reflections are just like gone out there. There's nothing really.
Yeah. It's just your odd screen space reflection if they're even enabled.
Shall I see if I can find a window of some sort? Yeah, look at that.
It's just nothing. There's just nothing.
Just a bit of screen space reflection. That's it.
Yeah.
But it's 107 FPS.
Not bad.
Yeah, and like we've seen, even like the 3090 and the 3080 have struggled with this game. Should we plumb that in? 106.
There we go.
Yeah, hit OK on that.
It still updates if you have a look there. Yeah, so we can just keep that open for easier access.
Cool. All right. Should we go to another game? Cold War. That's another ray tracing game for us. Oh, quick to main menu. And quick game. Cold War's Battle.net, isn't it?
Cold War is Battle.net, yeah.
Where are we?
Black Ops Cold War there down. Here we go.
I've not played this much.
Maybe not.
No.
Well, I've played the campaign a little bit. I'm gonna get it. Like me, girlfriend's just bought me PS5 today. So.
I played it on the day of release just because I wanted to benchmark like the first section of it, and literally on the campaign, as soon as when I first click no. When you landed in the helicopter in that village, I literally like looked over to the person who was supposed to be next to me in the helicopter, and there was just like no one there. It was just a floating gun. I was like, nice one.
Is that on the
but there's been like several patches since then, so I'm hoping that they've fixed all that sort of stuff.
Is that on the Fractured Jaw mission?
Yeah.
I recommend playing the first mission. It gets into the action a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Fractured Jaw, you've got a helicopter ride and stuff before you start actually doing anything.
What's this calling online services? Just hurry up.
It's just connecting, that's all, so it knows what's good.
Pay all this money for broadband and it's slow. There we go. Campaign. Obviously.
It's only for multiplayer.
Okay. Play anyway.
I mean, I usually wait, but play Nowhere Left to Run instead. I recommend.
Okay.
Because it's quicker into the action.
Should play as a recruit because I'm terrible at these games.
I don't know what resolution I left it in either.
We'll have a look at the options in a second. Yeah. Just get into game. Come on. So yeah, we've got Cold War. We'll do this ray tracing on, ray tracing off, and then we'll finish the day with some Shadow the Tomb Raider. Wow, let's have a look. Settings. Graphics. So VSync is off. Where does it say 1080? Oh, there.
Yeah. Limited frame, yeah, ultra high.
Yeah.
Low. Screen space reflect. It used to get stuck on low. When it moved off screen, it would just change itself back to low for some reason.
No, that's annoying. Is it because ray tracing's on?
No, I don't think so.
We've got ray tracing, everything ray tracing wise on ultra there. We won't put DLSS on, but we'll test DLSS on a benchmarking video that we put on the channel.
Yeah. So if you go back up now, see if screen space reflections stayed.
Yeah,
they fixed it. Alright, they fixed it.
Yeah, it's probably another patch that came through.
Yeah, every benchmark I've done has been with it on low, so there's no unfair settings going on.
Let's hit apply on that. Get back to the game. What's Hamid saying? My 3700X or 10600K be good for this card because I'm upgrading to 30 Ti or 3070. We're going to do a 3060 Ti versus 3070 video. So stick with the channel, go onto WePC Benchmarks, which is our new channel that we started yesterday, and we will do a video comparing the two, so it'll help you make that decision, hopefully. Oh, resume
To be
game.
fair though, I think the 3060 Ti would be a good pair with the 3700X because it performs like a 2080, so they say it does, and
Yeah.
I've got a 2700X, so it's something like having my computer with this newer gen. So yeah, it's
Right, so here we go. We're about... Okay. This is ray tracing on and everything as well, isn't it?
Yep. It's not a hard game to run.
Where's my gun?
You get to pick it out the boot.
Oh, cool.
Oh, MP5, go on. Yeah, that's what I want.
Come on, dude. Yeah, once we've got all that bar into the world, obviously it's having to think a little bit more and maybe just draw a little bit more. So it has dropped a little bit, but it's still 93, which is way better than Watchdogs was, which that was like 36.
Sorry, I was reading your comments.
Alright, what were we saying in the comments?
I was just reading, I was just a bit confused about what Chase said, but it wasn't addressed to me.
Alright. How do we get in there then?
Yeah, shoot. Well, you wait for Hardline to open the gate first, and then you go in.
How do I be in?
You get to it in a second, it's just a cutscene. There you go.
Right, as we're out of the cutscene, let's restart the OSD, start shooting people.
I love the MP5.
Get dead, you. Go on.
Proper filling with bullets, you don't you?
Yeah, mate, I like shooting. Let's go up here. Nothing there. No, there isn't. There you are. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta chase after him, so he won't die very easily.
can I go up there?
No.
Oh, do I have to chase him?
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you get over this? Is it
You have to,
F?
you
Nope.
still aim down sight there, you might wanna.
Oh.
There you go. Space.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Press E. You're shooting at me. You are. Headshot. What we're looking at? 98 FPS.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
Pretty impressed, to be honest.
I don't really necessarily think we'll need to do a lot on this. We might be able to do it in 40p and see how that handles
Yeah.
it instead.
No, let's still do low because obviously for me, like with competitive games, like Adler, sorry mate, you do want a very very high frame rate. Like for me, on a game like this, I want to see like 120 FPS. To be honest, let's pause there and let's see if we can do that.
Let's plumb it in then. What did we get?
98. So if I knock all the ray tracing stuff off to begin with. Let's apply that. So this is everything else is still on high or ultra, but ray tracing is completely off. Nope. Hello, no. Nice to see you. Fortnite, my spelling's bad. What's Chase saying? Oh yeah, we've got COD. Cool. Okay, let's get back to the game. So that was 98. Where are we at now? Let's restart that.
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm gonna die in a second, aren't I?
Chuck grenade, press J. Or let go of G.
Oh. I am terrible at do you want to have a go? Should we swap?
Alright. We'll start at one again.
Yeah. So we were the ray tracing on ultra settings. We're at about 98. This is ray tracing off, and we're looking at like 153 right now, 152. But we're starting to get into a little bit of action now, which is good. 147 is a big improvement, you know. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Without ray tracing, I mean, you're not going to be using ray tracing in multiplayer, are you? Like, at all?
No.
It's just
This
not
is not
something.
point, yeah.
It doesn't. Oh, I killed him. I wasn't supposed to kill him.
Should we switch over to low settings?
Low settings,
for everything?
absolutely. So 147 is what we've got without ray tracing.
147.
So we'll do a slash, and then we'll plumb in the. Should we do ray tracing low first?
Does that work? Yeah.
You can just leave it there. It still updates.
Oh, okay, cool.
Settings.
Yeah, low settings. And yeah, ray tracing on its lowest ray tracing setting, whatever that is.
Yeah. Render resolution. We'll leave it that same.
Yeah.
Automatic. Do we not have a general? No.
No.
Doesn't look like
You
it.
have to do everything individually.
Lowest.
Mitch
Whoa.
is saying a new season of Fortnite with ray tracing would be cool. Would it? I think that it'd just slow your gameplay down, wouldn't it? To my mind, Fortnite's one of those games where you want it to be super quick.
Ray tracing more than medium because that's again the lowest setting.
Yeah.
Anti-aliasing quality is for
Stuck
some
on Ultra.
reason stuck on ultra. Yes. Might need to restart. Oh, we don't need to restart.
That's good. Some games you don't, do you? So you can
Some.
see straight away that obviously the textures, the quality of the textures has dropped dramatically. So this is ray tracing on like the lowest ray tracing quality available. And look at 125 FPS there. It's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Compared to the 98 FPS that we had on ultra settings, everything on ultra.
Well, you're literally getting ray tracing, aren't you? So
Yeah,
not
with
really.
it's not like it's the lowest ray tracing setting available. It's not like bells and whistles, but you're still getting some version of it. Yeah, I guess for me, a Call of Duty game, the minimum you kind of want is 120 frames a second, which is kind of what we're getting here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is really good. I think, yeah, this 3060 Ti has really impressed me, to be honest, on Call of Duty.
Do you want me to turn ray tracing off?
Yeah,
Got some more
Mitch
numbers.
is saying not for competitive players, but casuals that are into graphics would like it. Yeah. Yeah, let's knock ray tracing off
Oh,
completely and
it's the
see kind of what
easiest
we're
way
getting.
to
So that's
just-
119 FPS.
Let's do a U. There we go. Restart the checkpoint.
Yeah.
So ray tracing, it's not enough.
How should we do that line thing?
It's this. It's shift and that.
Oh, right, yeah. I have an American keyboard, it's all in different places.
Right.
What?
230, yeah.
230. So low settings, no ray tracing at all. 210, 207, 200. It's dropping a little bit now. There's a lot more going on, but it's still sitting at slightly above 200 FPS. Obviously, the textures look a bit muddy and everything's on low settings, but it still looks pretty decent as well, to be fair.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's just one of them games. It's just, again, it's a new gen game. It's current gen, so it's just going to look okay no matter what, really.
Yeah.
There's no real disadvantage. CODs are usually very well optimised because they're very multiplayer orientated no matter what platform you're playing them on, so
Yeah.
they're usually pretty good. I don't usually have many complaints about CODs, to be fair.
Do we have Fortnite? I don't think we have Fortnite
No,
downloaded.
I don't think we
a
do.
few people have asked about Fortnite. What we'll do is when we do the next one of these, we'll do Fortnite as well. If that's what people want, let me know, and we'll get it downloaded. But yeah, for me, that's 202, 203 F. Well, it's going up a little bit. Let's give it a minute.
It's just a cutscene now, so it's
Should we call it a
probably-
day then? Then that's
yeah.
206. 206. Right. And we'll move on to our last game of the day, which is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is obviously in Steam. Steam's already open at the bottom.
In Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So far, a pretty decent result, I'd say, from the 3060 Ti, which that's the back. This is the front.
That's the back.
3060 Ti Gigabyte Edition, which we just received about 2 hours ago. Very lucky to get one. We found one. Where did we get it? I can't remember where we got it from. But we bought it.
It was delivered by
Yodel.
someone.
Yeah.
Someone obviously had to do it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right, what we on here? So let's go options. I think we're in 1080.
Let's knock the overlay off. Yeah.
1080, yep, full.
So we're only testing. If you've only just joined us, we're only testing in 1080p. We did a little bit of testing in Valhalla in 1440, but to be fair, for me, I don't think the 3060 Ti is a 2K or 4K card. But we will test it in 2K and 4K and more testing in 1080 as well on the WePC Benchmarks channel. So if you find WePC Benchmarks on YouTube, I think there's only like 1 or 2 videos on there right now because we just started that channel yesterday, but that's where we're going to put all of our benchmarking content, and we'll do a lot more of these videos on WePC Benchmarks, so please subscribe to WePC Benchmarks. But we're in our last game of this live stream. This is Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Ultra ray tracing.
Ultra settings, ray tracing on. And let's see what we get out of this. Is that underwater? Yeah, underwater.
Yeah.
You can say it looks a bit weird.
Looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, if out of water look like underwater, something's wrong.
What we are? We're about, 86 FPS is still a
Very
good,
respectable.
yeah, very good frame rate for, ultra settings, 1080. With ray tracing on as well, obviously.
I kind of finished my little.
Let's have a look at some of the reflections in the water and see kind of like the quality of them and stuff. The shadows, obviously, yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely see it, even if it's not drawn on screen at the top. If I just move the overlay, it'll still keep recording. Even though it's the big palm leaves cut off, it's still drawing, and that's the realism that ray tracing offers. It's just it's a good feature when it works and when it's used well. Definitely.
And obviously this is the lowest end ray tracing card of the the 3000 series that's just been released, and we're still getting a good ray tracing experience and good frame rate out of those ultra settings. That's really good for me.
Yeah.
Should we record that? That's
86.
That's ray tracing on 86 FPS. So we'll do ultra settings again, but turn ray tracing off.
Works for me. Let's have a look. So ray tracing off, shadow quality then changes to ultra.
Yeah.
Okay, restart the overlay.
Big jump, 130. So we're getting about an extra 50 FPS there.
Yeah, there will be a lot going on ray tracing wise in this area, because essentially the whole surface of the water you're drawing ray trace shadows and stuff on. So. But yeah, definitely, big jump. It feels a lot smoother, even though we're not necessarily playing it on a massively high refresh rate.
Yeah.
Missed him, didn't I?
See ya.
See you. How are you not dead? How are you still not dead?
2 arrows in him.
Okay, I don't like how it just locks on like that. I want to shoot him in the fod. There we go.
Oh, mate, headshot.
Get off. I don't want this aim assist.
We're looking at what, 135 FPS there, average.
Look at the water for comparison. Yeah, there's hardly anything there when you look at it. There's
It still looks good, but it's not the same as it was.
No, it's still ultra settings. It's still going to look okay, but none of that ray tracing goodness. Oh,
No.
that's unfortunate, isn't it? Can I have my arrow back?
Should we try it in low settings then?
Yeah, go on. Then.
So what was this average? 137?
137. Not
That's
bad
with
at all.
ray tracing off.
Reload.
And this all looks a little bit confusing now. Let me put a little bit of gap there.
Right, so let's turn that off.
Gap there.
Custom. Can I just lowest? Oh, there's no shadows. Look at the difference between that and that.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. So
So this is this with ray tracing on though?
no, ray tracing's on. Do you want
So
it on?
let's do lowest settings, ray tracing on.
Okay, medium. Ray trace shadows.
Yeah,
Shadow quality automatically goes to ultra then.
but it's greyed out, but it kind of is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we looking at? So this is low settings, ray tracing on its lowest setting. We're looking pretty good, to be honest.
If you want to, for whatever reason, play Tomb Raider at a really high refresh rate, then yeah, this would be.
Yeah, I guess that's the difference between like a game like this and Call of Duty that we were just playing. Like with Call of Duty, you want like a very, very high frame rate. With Tomb Raider, it's probably less important.
It's
It still
visuals.
gives you a great experience.
Visuals you want in it with Tomb
Yeah.
Raider, because it does look very pretty when it's. Oh hello.
You can shoot me with your bow and arrow. Go on.
Can I shoot him? Okay, yeah, I can do that. Can't do it in the water, but definitely. I will oblige.
Ooh, headshot. How
Just
did you not
get
notice that
off
you just...
aim assist. I don't like it. Go away. Don't need assistance, thank you. But yeah, it's very good FPS.
Yeah, I mean to say that ultra settings with no ray tracing on was 135 frames a second. This is a 178 frames a second ray tracing on, so you're still getting a little bit of that ray tracing going on. 178. Let's record that. 178.
178. Reload checkpoint.
And now this is low settings with no ray tracing at all. Everything on low. Or the lowest it'll go.
Everything's proper off, yeah. 189. Okay.
188.
Let me recheck that.
Yeah, just check everything's on the lowest it'll go. Knock off the lowest. Yep, everything's on low or off. Essentially.
I mean, we hit 200 there. For
Yeah,
a
there
split
was a 200 there, wasn't there, for a sec? We were 178 with like the lowest ray tracing. Yeah, this is starting to get up into the 200s.
It ain't bad. Get
Yeah.
off. Get off.
Ooh, headshot. Got him. 190. But now we're looking at like what, 255 there? 200. We're
It's
around
just-
a little bit more.
It must be the water.
Yeah, I
guess.
think it's the water that's having a big
Because
effect on it.
that's physics, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like fluid rendering and stuff like that. When you look at something that's a bit, this is a bit more congested over here, and it with,
yeah.
imagine, I just hit the checkpoint. Oh no,
It's okay. It's the last thing we need to do anyway.
not for me. I've got to test this tomorrow.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, let's record that. 197.
197.
Yeah. 197 it was, wasn't it?
197.
I think that in 1080p, this card is massively respectable, to be honest. And for $400, like to say that you're getting like 200 frames a second. I mean, I know it's low settings, but even like Tomb Raider there, 1080p, ultra settings, and ray tracing on the highest it'll go, you're getting 86 frames. That's really good.
That's more than playable.
Cold War, we're getting 98 frames a second. Ray tracing on and ultra settings. That's great, man.
Yeah.
Ultra settings with ray tracing off, we're getting 147, and then obviously on the low settings, we're getting ray tracing on 119, and then ray tracing off 206. That's decent, man. I'm really impressed. I'm really excited to do more testing.
It's a capable little card for the lowest end 30,000 series card that's come out. It's very good numbers for the lowest end.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. The 2060 didn't perform like this.
No.
Last gen. So yeah, it was. It's a very good card.
Yeah.
It went very well. It surprised me.
Yeah.
It really did surprise me.
The thing that surprised me the most was probably Watchdogs.
Yeah.
Ultra settings were ray tracing on. We were getting 36 frames a second. Now, obviously, that doesn't compete with the 3070, the 3080, or the 3090. But you can still get a good gameplay experience with ray tracing on and ultra settings on a game like Watchdogs Legion, which we know is pretty difficult game for graphics cards that we've seen so far and stuff that we've tested. And for a $400 card, I think that's a very, very respectable result.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really impressed. Remember me? Jam Pro Gaming.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah, were you with us last Friday?
Yeah, Black Friday streams, I think that was the guy.
Yeah.
Or gal.
But yeah, so we have a new benchmarking channel called WePC Benchmarks, where we're going to be putting all of our benchmark tests. This has been a little bit of a first impression, but if you are interested in more benchmarking, find us on YouTube. It's WePC Benchmarks. I'll add the URL to the description once the video is finished, and you'll be able to see a lot more of the 3060 Ti benchmark videos, which we're going to be doing probably for the next month. Probably across every single game we can find. So yeah, please join us on WePC Benchmarks. Thanks for joining us today. If there's no more questions, if there's anything we can help anyone with, then we will call that a day. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. See you later, guys.
Yeah.